We got a snake in a bush. Well, now you've got an axe in the skull. And an axe in the skull is worth 2 birds on my bush. Wait, hold on. It's the real friends of the snakes in the bush along my penis. What? It's getting weird. It's getting real weird. Come on. No, I killed all the police here. Wait. Ow, that hurt a little bit. That one had nothing to do with me. That one had absolutely nothing to do with me. All moral ambiguity. Also, another person that just cleared an area and then instantly died. Oh, clean. Oh, I don't. I am getting there. It's going to take a while, but I've got Starflight Sensors, Starflight Basics, and Starship Reactor.
This is the kind of thing I've been wanting to see.
You like spaceships? Damn. Damn, girl. Well, I got you covered. But I don't know what's happening, because I don't have my sound. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it. During the stream being like, remember, like and subscribe for the YouTube video. I think we might just random. This would just be a random scrub. Oh. That was too much. It's about a 10-cent piece worth of one of the spiciest sauces you can get, and I'm going to die. Here we go. Right, and then there it is. Oh god, it's we could just wear it like this. Actually, it's not even that bad. I got another one prepared, but we can actually just wear it like this. How's that? Is that sexy enough for you? The Mephi? Is that good enough? Oh. Maybe the flavor is the oatmeal flavored piss. Maybe the piss is the oatmeal we made along the way. Maybe our friends are pissing oatmeal along the way. Maybe a bowl of piss, maybe 2 birds in the piss is 1 in the oatmeal bush. Maybe our friends are made of oatmeal. Maybe our oatmeal friends are pissing in the bush. Maybe I should stop. Maybe I need help. Send help, please. Okay, the dog. I don't like the dog. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're gonna make it. Now, I know what you're thinking, chat. I know what you're thinking. Man just lied to us. Bro just straight up lied to us. Don't worry. I've got this. If I do... Hello! Hello and welcome to Subnautica. Oh my lord. It's Saturday. End of the week. And end of my bloody patience. God damn. I've been working for hours trying to get all the mods for this game to function correctly. And I cannot understand what I've done wrong. But I cannot get the ones that I, like the important ones that I need, I cannot get them to work. Hey Martins, how you doing?
Hello
Thanks
there.
for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I spent several hours trying to get everything functioning. And I've gotten like most of them up and running. But one of the like the most crucial ones that I need to get this project to really be feasible is the one that doesn't want to work. So rip. I've managed to get the grid one to work so that we can like put stuff doing like thank you for the follow, Tues Neutral, appreciate it. I'll get to reading all of chat in just a minute. I can like place things at a further distance and everything, which should immensely speed up the placing, like the building, the placing of stuff. However, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the marketplace one, so we're still gonna have to find the titanium, which is just, that is one of the biggest time sinks. So I know I've spent so long on it and I don't know how to resolve it. Hey Heckler, how you doing? Welcome in. The mod might just be the problem. I mean, it might be, but the problem is I've tried 2 other mods that do a very similar thing and neither of them work either. Because there's like 3 mods that would all have worked for what I want to do, but none of them want to function. They're the only ones I can't get working. Well, not the only ones, but the main ones. Sheepy, welcome as well. How you doing? How are you doing? How is streaming going? Oh, you know what? It's fine. Basically, it's fine. Overall, it's going pretty well. I'm struggling a bit with this game at the moment because there's things that I want to do, and it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, but I'm just trying to decide exactly how to go about it, and I was hoping to get some mods that would make it feasible, but just the ones that would like make it perfect aren't working. I found this stream through a Reddit comment 3 years ago just now. Perfect timing. Which comment was that? Specifically pertaining to streaming resolutions. What would that even be on? Now I'm curious. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Are you seeing my texts? I am seeing them. If you had heard when all the messages were coming in, I had said that I will read chat in just a moment once I get to it. He likes to ignore us, it's what he does. I like to finish a train of thought before I derail and go to another one. That's what it is. Good, do you stream only on Twitch? Can see where this is going. Yes, I stream on Twitch, but I also make YouTube videos and I do TikToks when I get the chance or when somebody clips something from the stream. It's not really worth my time currently to go out of my way to make them because they don't seem to get any traction unless you like pay for advertising, like pay TikTok to actually show your TikToks to people. What's the best resolution and bitrate to stream, maybe? I mean, I definitely, when I was like starting out, I was definitely looking at all of that stuff. But yeah, I guess I must have like made a comment somewhere on one of them as well. On one of those kind of conversations, because it was definitely something I was looking at, for sure. Train of... Hey, oh, shiny thing. That's me. That's my ADHD brain. It'll do that. You did TikToks? Look, TokTiks, sorry, you said TokTiks. Yes. There's like... I don't do... Aside from the fact that I get very little time to make everything happen, I don't really do TikToks that much because when I do... Hey, asshole! Hey, there's some asshole. There's always some asshole. Hey, Duke, how you doing? When I do bother to do them, they get like very little views and stuff. Even if they're like absolute banger TikToks. And it, like, some of them, I'll do one that's like fine and it will do well.
The truth is often what we make of it, and I make it a little fluffy rabbit with a flamethrower, a woo.
I mean, that's one way to do it, I suppose. Yeah, see? Derailed. Train of thought derailed. I've no idea what's happening. Something, yes. I don't know. I don't know where I was going. Oh my goodness, my thing just went schizo. It's back. Good, which game do you play mostly? Mostly RimWorld. RimWorld is the staple game that I'm playing Tuesdays and Wednesdays in perpetuity, unless something changes. And then the other games I play currently is Subnautica, which is what we're playing tonight. And I'm doing a bunch of indie games on Monday. We're kind of doing an indie spotlight that we're running through. So that's what we're doing at the moment. It was just you responding that you streamed 720p 60 FPS to someone asking if it was good. And I found it because I'm looking into it. Okay. So since then I have upgraded slightly. I think I'm at 836p now or something like that. Because basically, I remember looking into all that stuff, and the long and the short of it was, it's not really worth streaming at 1080 as an affiliate, because the bandwidth most likely won't be assigned to you unless you're lucky. If your computer can handle it, sure, 1080, absolutely. But if you're like trying to scrounge for FPS and scrounge for bandwidth, 720 for most devices is at least reasonable, like at least doable. But then if you can go up to like 900 or something, it tends to be like, or somewhere around there, it tends to be a nice balance of still relatively good quality, but it's not like hugely tanking on your performance. That's what I've had. That's been my experience anyway. I've had a very successful YouTube channel for about a month and a half. It's a love-hate relationship. Wait, no, that was as a response to another one. What, you have? You had a very successful YouTube channel for about a month and a half. What, did you stop making YouTube, or did it stop being successful? Because my YouTube channel's not going terribly. It's a bit of a grind and it's a bit slow, but it's becoming more and more consistent, generally speaking. It's like, it's gone through stages where now it's like, or recently it would be like, it would have a week or two where it would actually do not too bad, see like triple digits, sometimes even quadruple digits if I'm lucky, and then that was kind of fluctuating but in that realm, and then it would have a week of just only double digits if I'm lucky, getting to like triple digits, and then it would go back to getting some actual decent numbers after that. But now it's like generally somewhere in between that. So it's like, I don't know, I think it's finding the level there somewhere, but it's a tricky thing, man. It's just, you never know. I try to put out as high quality content as I can, and like, I feel like my thumbnail game is on point. And sometimes you'll have one that's just an absolute banger and no one sees it. And then you'll have one that you didn't think was going to do that great. Takes off. The algorithm died. I was up around 6,000 views per day on shorts, and without reducing my output, it's dropped to between 1K and 100. Yeah, man, shorts are so, like, fickle. I have specifically focused on the long form stuff. Whoops, sorry. On the long form stuff, because I know that if I get that audience, then it will stay. Well, not necessarily stay, but like it's just, it seems to be more consistent in my experience. Because when I was doing shorts, when I was doing just like a bit of everything, I would get a couple shorts that would hit like 3 or 4K every now and then, you know, a few that would be a couple hundred, but yeah, it can be very fickle. Good. I don't know if we can play together when I'm less busy. I tend to not do multiplayer stuff as a rule on the channel. For various reasons that I've discussed ad nauseum, and I won't go into now. But as a general rule, I don't play multiplayer. I play, on my days off, I play Warzone in the Discord with people that are in the Discord, and anyone's welcome to join in with that. But on the stream, generally speaking, no multiplayer stuff. I wish it was my PC. Wi-Fi is bad here. Actually, I initially joined the stream to see your resolution staying because the vibe. Anyways, I shall avoid going on about this. Hey, it's great to have you here. And honestly, I'm more than happy to talk shop about stuff like that, especially since I put in so much effort to get the stuff that I've got going on, regardless of how good it is. I've put in a lot of work, and it kind of just goes completely over most people, so I'm more than fine to chat stuff about that. Chat. Word, brain, not where. Where are you, brain? Where have you gone? What have you done? Help! I'm happy to chat about stuff like that. But I'm glad you like the vibe. Bushes, welcome, how are ya? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Do you Discord and can we connect there? It depends on your intention. I definitely do have Discord and you definitely can connect there. If you put in this, that is the community Discord. That's where we do the Warzone nights on Thursday nights and Sunday nights. Wait, Thursday? Yeah, Thursday nights and Sunday nights. And yeah, that's where most of the stuff goes down, or any updates and things like that. Between streams, I put in there. Mine was clear algorithm stuff because I had this back catalog churning out 100 views a day each, and it just dropped to 0 on all of them overnight a few weeks ago. I had a very similar experience to that. I was getting like a bunch of views on, like, even a couple thousand on a few of them, and then there was just this week or two where it wasn't like it wasn't like 100, which is kind of low for a short. Like, there was a few that were literally either 0 or like 12. So like something just went, nope. Turn the tap off, none for you. It's, yeah, I don't know. I'm still trying to get the YouTube channel to get there. It's, I think we're at 436 subs at the moment, aiming for that 500 so we can get partner. We've already hit the hours, the 3,000 hours of watch time. We hit that like two or 3 weeks ago, I think. That was always gonna like trend up and get that relatively well, but the subscriber number is just like really dragging its feet to get up there. But you know what's not dragging its feet? Subnautica. That was... Come on, you can do it. I'm just waiting for it to actually... Hello? There we go. That was possibly the worst transition we've ever had. But I tried my best. In that case, I'll just add that I found your past and current input very helpful and frankly relieving. Upload speed is too slow for 1080. Probably the last of my chats, so hope stream goes well. Yeah, the biggest thing to remember is that most people are probably viewing on a phone or a tablet anyway, and if you've got it like that much higher than 720, 1080 or whatever, then you get a lot of diminishing returns. Like, because if you're trying to force it up to 1080, you're gonna get it like a stuttery mess potentially if your internet can't handle it or whatever. But if you've just downscaled it a little bit to 720 or preferably like maybe 900, depending on what you can manage, then it's gonna be a little bit blurrier on big screens, but on a lot of the smaller screens that honestly most people are viewing on, it's not gonna make, like, it's gonna be a better trade-off. It's much, in my opinion, it's much better to have like a smoother, more consistent viewing than something that's, higher resolution but stutters more and has a a lower frame rate. Anyway, I'm going to keep battling through and trying to increase my quality because the stuff is good, so if it picks up, I'll have plenty of meat behind it. Yeah, I feel exactly the same. I'm just like, I know that the content that I've got is worth people seeing and enjoying. I'm just waiting for it to hit the audience that I know is out there. Alright, so here we are.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Thank you, Habitat. Thank you for welcoming me. Here we are in Subnautica. We've got a few things to do. Mainly, once again, gathering lots of titanium. I did all that I could to try and get the mods working so that I'd have to do less of this, but I still can't get things to work. I'm gonna do more research off stream to see if I can make it work. But we do have our very quick prawn, which is very cool, and our quick grapple. So it does make things more fun. But unfortunately, we are just going to have to try and find titanium. And it's going to be a bit of a ride, a bit of a trek. Until I can finally figure out if I can get any of the mods working that I want. That's just how it's gonna be. Here I am watching most of the time on my TV. There are honestly, the people that watch on TV are so much less than any other thing. I watch all my YouTube videos on a TV in the lounge, but most people watch on a tablet or a phone. If you look at the analytics, they're usually 99%. It's not that much, but most people are viewing on tablets and phones and stuff. Or a desktop PC that doesn't necessarily have, it's not like a 4K monitor. Most people aren't using 4K monitors or anything. That's when you're gonna notice the big difference. I'm viewing on a phone, but also some games have text that is too small to read even on 1080. Yeah. Well, yeah. And it's not gonna make a difference to you whether I'm streaming at 720 or 1080. You're barely gonna notice the difference, if at all. Alright, there's some more titanium. That'll do for now. There's some RimWorld guys out there getting 500k views on vids, so those viewers exist. Yeah, exactly. I know for a fact that the audience is there. I've seen, there's plenty of other... Well, there's a few other channels that are very similar to what I do. in a lot of ways. And they get some decent viewership. I just need the algorithm to hit the magical spot for me. Which doesn't mean my content's perfect and that it's all the algorithm. There's things I can improve and will try to improve as I go. But generally speaking, I feel like I've got most of it pretty well done. I just need to get the titles perfect and find that algorithm. Alright, titanium! Look how quick we can pick up titanium now. Brap, brap. There it is. That's the whole node gone. And more titanium over here. Okay, this is the promised land. This is exactly what we're searching for. Can you not, sir? Oh, you know what I just realized? I didn't have a snack or a drink before I left home. So either we're gonna have to go home early or I'm gonna have to do some fishing. I'm probably gonna have to do some fishing. Oh my god, there's so much titanium out here. Look, another node. Bunch of salvage as well. Damn, Daniel. Ah, Mr. Reaper. It's been a while since I've seen you. I presumed you dead, in fact. Oh, there's a node behind me as well? Bruh. Now, I could actually just kill this guy with the prawn suit because it's overpowered. I probably shouldn't, though. You've got very quick prawn? Yes, very quick. It downloads much quicker than it ever did on dial-up. Sorry, what? I watch on my phone 90% of the time, and often I'm only listening and not watching at all. And that's the other thing. That's the other very important thing to remember, is that half the time it's second monitor content anyway. So don't like bust your balls trying to get it the absolute highest resolution possible, because it's not going to be the most beneficial thing. Start somewhere and then build up later. Hey Berserker, good to see you, how are you? Shrek is love, Shrek is life. True, what is he doing in my swamp? That happened last night. We're in Shrek's swamp. And I did the accent perfectly. Plot twist, my internet is so bad, I view some games at 160p. So I could be out here like pumping it out at 4K and you're just like, looks the same to me. I mean, the adoption of 4K is still nowhere near enough to warrant like streaming at 4K, even if you could. No one's gonna see the difference other than you. What's that? Is that a shark? Can you guys get off my prawn? Please. Give me some privacy. I think challenger until I've been doing a custom Muppet themed challenge run and I've had decent viewership off of that. Nothing on the big, and like we're talking, but you know, for me having like 400 followers tasting viewership. Wait, so you, god damn it, you're doing a, wait, what are you playing? You're doing a challenge run on something, is I think what I gathered from that, and you're getting decent viewership? Oh look, a time capsule. Was that... Actually, you know what would be really good? Food and water. Perfect. It's actually what... Hey, can you piss off, sir? I'll stab you. It won't do anything, but I'll stab you. Bitch. Filthy slut. How many fish did he hit and run since he started? All of them. I used to deliberately do that. I'd just like splat through them. Alright, now I think I am full on storage. This was actually a pretty quick trip. There is a thing there, so I'm best to Drop 2 titanium. Go away! Pick this up. Get in the prawn. Is that 2 of them? I think there's 2 of them. There's another... Oh, there's actually a few here. There's a few pieces of scrap metal. I'm not going to remember where this is, though. Oh, anyway, let's go home. We'll duck back out later. It is definitely way faster with, like, the faster prawn. Just finding stuff, because I can cover way more ground. Also, voice to text, so pardon typos. Right, that's probably why it didn't make much sense. Thank you for the hydration. Rubber duck. In-game as well, but we got it. We got them both. I got hydration in-game too. Where the hell are you gonna find fish? Bro, I don't know. There's none of them. I can't see any fish. How does one find fish in a game like this? Got me beat. Can't stay long, have fun. No worries, bushes. I appreciate you stopping in. Alright, let's just get into the moon pool. And then I'll do that sexy hydration. I've missed the moon pool. Okay, it's fine. I'm going back. I'm doubling back. We're in the moon pool. We did it. Alright, let's do the sexy hydration. Let me catch up on chat. You're welcome. There we go. Get a good mic and good PC. Everything else is optional upgrades. Yeah. That is actually a very good point. The most important thing, like all these things are relatively important at some point, depending on the level of quality you're able to get to. But good audio is the most important thing. If you go into a stream and the audio is terrible, like the mic is terrible, you're gonna leave a lot quicker than if the visuals aren't as good. The audio is definitely one of, if not the most important thing. Okay, I need to break this down. So the menus have changed slightly. Here we go. I've got a slightly different mod for the menus. But I found a different mod. I was trying to get one that allowed me to access all storage. That mod wasn't working, but there's another mod that at the very least allows me to grab from all the storages from the fabricator. So I can't like access it all the different storages from anywhere, but with the fabricator I can. So I can still like craft anything as long as I've got stuff in the storage, which is basically what I wanted. So now we can, even though I don't have a lot of this stuff on my person, we can craft a lot of it because it's in these lockers. Also, somehow I turned the textures into potatoes. The textures are terrible. I don't know how that happened. I would like to change it back. It looks pretty bad for some reason. I don't know how that happened. There's not like many graphical settings that I can change, so I don't really know how that happened. But I don't know. Things are happening, I guess. It's not my last chat. Stream is good. I strive for the best to be strive the best to a fault, so good to know people don't pay too much mind. Look, I'm exactly the same way with a lot of this stuff, especially. Like, I'll get so anal about the smallest thing that no one will even mention or notice or comment about at all. And then I'll realize afterwards that I'm like, I've just wasted so much extra time getting that to happen. that I could have been spending doing something else, or just like relaxing a bit more, or just like, you know, getting the mental drain off of me for a moment. So I feel ya. But yeah, generally speaking, audio first, and then get it smooth, but not necessarily the highest frame rate, and work from there. Oh, sorry, not necessarily the highest, like, resolution, and work from there. Sorry, challenge runs help for streaming RimWorld. Oh, I see. I know I said Patdon, the typos, but I didn't expect it to be that bad. Sorry. Yeah, right. Challenge runs help. Yeah. I mean, just with anything, but especially with RimWorld, challenge runs do tend to help. That's why whenever I play anything on here, I try to do something that's not exactly the norm. Like when we played Grounded, we built up to the skybox and got out of bounds and stuff. In this, we're building on only land instead of only the sea, because it's just a bit more interesting than just playing the game. Like, everyone plays the game, but I want to try and do it at least a little bit more interesting. The problem with challenge runs is that I then also have to be good, to at least some extent, which I'm not. So when I finally get good at RimWorld after another 1,000 hours, I don't have 1,000 hours yet, to be clear, but after like 1,000 hours, then I'll start doing some challenge runs, maybe. Can we drill the warpers, jam the drill deep into them and rev it hard? I do like to jam things in deep and drill hard, but I actually have tried it even with the upgraded drill, and it's still not quick enough to kill them. They still warp away, so rip. Hydration gave me a good giggle, thank you for that. Look, we have a couple redemptions here, not as many as we used to because I'm always friggin' sick or something, so I can't do them all anymore. But we have a couple, and that is by far and above the favorite, the sexy hydration one. So I'm glad it tickled your pickle. That's the phrasing we're going with, apparently. Sam, it's easy to be a perfectionist on Twitch. Streaming is dynamic. Embrace the chaps. The chaps? Embrace those chaps. Ah, good show, chap. Yes, embrace your chaps. Oh, I can fly, by the way. Because of how good my, like, speed and boost is on this now. I can just yeet out of the ocean. It's great. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Away! There we go. Love that. As for audio, then, no fix that my wallet can afford, so gonna rock it and hope it's good. Fiddled with it for months, so surely it's fine. You'd be surprised that, like, most of finding the good, like, a good audio balance is actually about the software end rather than the hardware end. Like, yeah, having a good mic is gonna definitely sound better. You want to try and get a good mic as best you can, as soon as you can. If you're, you know, want to get that up, get that, you know, sounding nice. But if it's processed poorly, you could have the most expensive mic and it will sound like absolute ass. If it's processed well and it's like a cheap mic, no one will notice. Like, you don't want a bloody toaster mic or something, but you can get relatively cheap ones that still sound okay as long as you're not, like, doing some kind of stupid EQ that's just, or like heaps of compression that's just jamming everything out and making it sound terrible. If you want to, like, learn about what is gonna create a decent sound for that, and then spend time focusing on getting that perfect, and then hopefully you shouldn't have to touch it much after that, and that'll help a lot just having that. It's Life Pod 17. Is there anything important about Life Pod 17? Maybe. I've already been here before, I think. But there was stuff to pick up, so... There we go. I'm doing a Muppets themed RimWorld run. I'm not good, but the failures have been hilarious. A Muppets themed RimWorld. How does that? What does that even mean? How does that work? I guess that's the point. I guess that's how you get people to watch, because they're like, wait, what the hell is a Muppets run? What does that even mean? Okay, well, we're getting some amounts of scrap. And you'll get all your settings in place, and then either Windows or OBS will update and everything will get screwed up anyway. Oh, don't scare the man. I've had so many problems. I've had that specific problem so many times. I'm still on OBS. Must be like, I know I'm on one of the earlier versions. Not like super early. It's like, I know there's just been a couple updates since last time. Excuse me. Because I did an update once a couple months ago, and it just screwed everything, and it took me literal days to fix. So now I just like don't update anything because I know it's just gonna break everything. Never update. It's a trap. Also, let's do that Seek Eternal Truths. Let's do a save and let's seek the Eternal Truths, so that we can get everyone nice and enlightened. Oh god, I've got another page open somewhere. Okay, there we go. Do you run software? And if so, what do you got, if you don't mind me asking? No, absolutely. Go ahead and ask. That's fine. As in, like, the software that I use to stream with? What kind of software are we talking? Because OBS is what I use to get everything together, I suppose, to actually put the stream out. There's also like Streamlabs OBS and Stream Elements. Is Stream Elements a... No, that might be something else. But I find OBS to be pretty good. Okay, what were we doing? We were doing... It was Eternal Truths, wasn't it? Let me get that lined up. This is truly a thing that exists when we get there. As long as there's Statler and Waldorf in your Muppets RimWorld run. I've barely even watched the Muppets. The Muppets crash landed on RimWorld and have to try to get their show back into space. It's a bit of an American-centric. I don't think you guys have the Muppets across the ocean. No, we do. We definitely do. I just never really watched it. Statler, Waldorf, Piggy, Kermit, Animal Gonzo, Rizzo, and I don't know, there's like 12 total. Is there anything that's actually like uniquely different about it? As in like do they have different traits and stuff? Or is it just that they are, Piggy is the pig race and they have those names and it's like more like roleplay? Or is there actual mods taking play that are changing that? Alright, let's do this Eternal Truths, and then I'll read the rest of the chat and we'll get back into it. Alright, here we go. The world is radiating electromagnetic radiance? Resonance. I can speak. This life is nothing short of This life is nothing short of an invocation canopy of interstellar conscious living. Coherence is a constant. I don't know about that. I think coherence is not here tonight. The complexity of the present time seems to demand a maturing of our auras if we are to survive. Although you may not realize it, you are perennial. Have you found your circuit? The solar system is calling you via 4-dimensional superstructures. Can you hear it? How should you navigate this authentic grid? Not like that. Have you ever... No. If you have never experienced this uprising of unfathomable proportions, it can be difficult to exist. It can be difficult to know where to begin. By redefining we vibrate, consciousness exists of subatomic particles of quantum energy. Quantum means a maturing of the non-local. To wander the mission is to become one with it. Well, I hope you all feel enlightened now. There we go. I should have clarified audio software made more sense in the context that has long passed. Yeah, I can take a minute to get to chat sometimes. For 2 reasons. One, I mentioned earlier, I like to follow my trains of thoughts and make things more coherent within what I'm following along. But also a big reason is that... Excuse me. Is that I record for YouTube. Like, this is recorded and edited for YouTube. So... if I'm coherently following along one thing, especially if it's related to the game, it's just a lot easier to edit around. So sometimes it can take me a minute to get down to messages, but I do try and read all of them, unless they're, you know, responses to someone else that, you know, I'm not a part of the conversation with necessarily, if that makes sense. It's been a lot of fun. I used a couple of mods so I could prepare them specifically, so I did my best to make them lore accurate, at least in my opinion. Piggy is charismatic but selfish and abrasive. Swedish Chef has an annoying voice and high cooking and got food trait, things like that. I also tried to make their pawns look accurate as much as possible. Okay, so it's mostly like a role play kind of thing, but you've done as much as you can to make that actually have an impact on the game as well. I was a bit confused when you were like Muppets, because I'm like, wait, is there mods for that? But that sounds fun. I mean, a good roleplay can be better than an actual, like, properly coded mod or something that has actual impacts in the game. Just making up your own headcanon about events that happen is some of the most fun that you can have. Alright, okay, I think I've caught up on chat, so let's get back to it. Now, I've got to try and find this area that I was at before. Oh, hold on. There is something here that will give me some titanium. Also, I just realized I responded to the message before about audio software, and then I didn't actually answer the question. I use, what I specifically use, because I have to split this for YouTube, I use Voice Meter. That allows me, it's a bit complicated, and it's I don't even understand the setup myself very much because it's very cobbled together, and I set it up once and hope it doesn't crash, and then when it does crash I have to relearn it again. But it allows me to split out audio from the VODs, from the game, from the mic, from the music that you hear playing in the background, that kind of stuff, and means that when it goes to the YouTube VOD, or the YouTube video, and, well, yeah, the YouTube video, I can pipe in my own music separately, and so I don't have like these awkward cuts everywhere, because I used to have to do that. And you could kind of get away with it, but it's much cleaner when you can actually just add it in post. Can you go away? So that's the main thing I use. Other than that, I don't think I really have any audio software going on. I use different audio softwares for the music that I make, but when it comes to streaming, it's just voice meter. I don't want to make things like too complicated, because you can get, there's like different plugins and stuff you can get. I guess if you want to expand that a little bit further than just audio software, I guess depending on the definition, there are some like plugins for OBS. Most of them I think come with it, just like EQs and compressors and stuff like that. Just some basic stuff to get the audio sounding as good as you can. More titanium! Huzzah! Let's just hoover that all up. Yum, yum, yum. Get in my belly. I eat titanium, apparently. That's weird. But yeah, if there's something like specifically you're wondering about, like if there's something you're specifically looking for or need help for, then I might still have an idea. Figure something out. Voice meter. Not sure what about it, but it breaks everything. Maybe I'm just too harsh on myself, but I think your audio sounds divine in comparison. Look, I installed voice meter about 7 separate times. You son of a bitch! Get out of here! Go on, get! That hurt. Yeah, I installed it a bunch of different times and just could not fathom how it was supposed to work. And honestly, I'm not sure how I managed to get it to work in the end. But it was what ended up allowing me to get things working properly. There are some other ways to do it, I think. And I had originally a different way set up. There was some sort of plugin that I was using on OBS that allowed me to split like application audio and things like that. Or it might even be in OBS now as an actual, it might have application capture now. But I did an update at some stage and then everything went kaput and I had to re-find a new way to do it, and the way that I ended up doing that was with voice meter. That's what I currently have. It's a bit complicated and convoluted, but I have managed to get it working. Know myself as much as my software. It's just practice. It's just banging your head against the wall for like 3 days, which isn't fun, but eventually you can get it. It plays in well to like take one Rizzo Ked Raiders back to the camp and everyone got injured, so Fozzie went berserk and killed him. Everyone was badly burned and Piggy was the only one who could treat them, but one child we adopted tried to kill another one, so Piggy had to break that up, and apparently that was too much because she hid in her room while everyone died from their burns. I think she then starved. Damn, Piggy cold. Piggy a bitch. Well, we already know Piggy's a bitch. We all already knew that. I blame it all on her. Hey Nick, how you doing? Good to see you. Ah, look, more titanium. Is this... Can you shut your mouth? Okay, that's not titanium over there, so let's get this part. And then we're almost like full up, I think. I know someone who, through post-FX, made their fridge-sounding mic into something close to studio quality. I don't know how they did it. It comes back to what I was saying before. it's far more important to have good processing on it than good hardware, because there's like a bunch of like streamer or gamer mics out there that are like really overpriced, and the quality of the mics are actually not terrible, but then they have like this post-processing that they put on, excuse me, that you can't really change very much and makes it sound awful. And then there's also other ones out there that have like a kind of pre-made thing that can actually make it sound quite good when it's not the highest quality. But then you don't have as much control over it. So the most important thing is to like get enough compression on it so that it's not like peaking if you're too loud, but it's not like absolutely crunching it if you're too loud either. And to have the mic close enough to you that you don't have to like push things too far either way. And then just like really basic EQ. You don't want to go too insane on it, otherwise it will just sound silly. Like mine's just got a tiny bit of bass boost on it because my voice was sounding a bit too thin. And then other than that, EQ wise, I haven't really done much. But it also depends on like the room you're in. It's not necessarily a one size fits all, unfortunately. I've gone like way too far this way. Wait, that was the test run. Act 1, Animal got berserk because he got kicked, hooked on drugs and ripped up Gonzo's arm, killed him and ate Miss Piggy, then died fighting a wild animal. Now that's the Muppets I know and love. It's all coming back to me now. I remember that episode. Okay. Anything else out here? I don't really know where we are now. I've just been distracted. I'm in the bloody lead biome again. I had to go XLR soundboard. If you can spring the cash for it, it's great. You don't even really need a soundboard though. Like even just a simple USB mic so that you don't have to worry about like an input. Like a, I can't even think of what they're called right at this moment. I should know, but I can't think of it. An interface. Yeah, even like those so you don't have to get an interface can be pretty good. But there's also like some really cheap, simple interfaces out there. I'm just using like a Rode one. I think there was only like probably like $100 or something. And it's just like a one input. Pretty straightforward kind of setup. Does the job. Banging my head against the wall for 3 days has been a battle of a year and a half. I think at some point I'm just going to get someone to listen. Wish I could afford, but I've been looking into it. Yeah. No. Look, it was probably a bit easier for me because I actually do music. Like all the music that you're hearing is stuff that I've produced myself. Obviously I didn't write this music, but I made these arrangements and produced it and stuff. And then I do my own like singer-songwriter stuff. So I have a better understanding from the base level. But the very basic stuff, just to get a mic sounding halfway decent, is a lot simpler than all of that. And there's like some great YouTube tutorials and stuff out there that you can get that will get you like 9/10 of the way. And then it's just about recording it, listening it back, seeing what you think needs changing, tweak it slightly, only tweak one thing at a time, record it, listen back, tweak one thing until you get the right sound. Because it's very easy to just end up going from one side to the other and never landing in a good spot in between. So you just take it in increments. Hey, Miasel, how you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're well. You don't need a Shure SM7, no, SMB. SM7B is the one I'm familiar with, or whatever to sound crisp. Though the SM7B is like excellent for quality to price value. They're fairly cheap for what they are, and they just sound crisp, sound clean straight off the bat, generally speaking. You still have to like try and get some kind of setup that's not going to make it sound too ass, but they're pretty solid. Save your receipts too. You can write a lot of it off as business expenses when you're doing when you upgrade on when you're live. It's 5 AM. I'm going to bed. Have a good night. Yeah, look after yourself. Thanks for dropping in, Berserker. It's good to see you again. I mean, yeah, if you've got a way you could write off as a business expense, absolutely. I can't, but you can kind of get away with it in a lot of ways. Wait, you don't fit into all? I don't fit into all. Okay. I'm sure I said something that was exactly that phrasing. I don't know what it was anymore. It's been too long. Oh, I didn't bring my, my thingamajig with me. My sea glide. Oh, boo. Hiss. I didn't need it, really. I was just gonna be the prawn, but I just didn't bring it. One of the streamers I watch, yes, I watch other streamers, has some voice changing software and very expensive redeem to turn his voice to a girl for an hour. Apparently in one of the multiplayer games he plays off stream, he's convinced everyone he plays with is female because he runs that voice changer all the time. Yeah, you can get, I think it's literally called voice changer. I used it for a little bit for a few things. Unless you have like the pro version, it's hard to get anything that's like actually any good, but you can do some fun stuff with that. How much titanium do I have on me? I should probably stop and check in a second. Oh god, I'm above the Lost River. Well, above the blood kelp anyway. How did I get here? How did I get here? Send help! Mess around with RTC voice changes. Those things, when tuned perfectly, are scary. Oh yeah, there's lots of things you could do with them. It'd be interesting. The main problem I find with like a voice changer is just that it's usually only like doing it for maybe an hour is probably not the worst, but if you find, even if it's like a really cool sound or really fun or funny sound, it starts to become very old after a while. I did a whole stream with like a robot voice changer, and then I listened back afterwards and I'm like, oh, no wonder nobody watched. That was terrible. It was so grating to listen to. So you gotta be careful. Sometimes, even if it sounds cool, it's just not worth it after like a certain point of time. Shut up down there! Oh, that missed. Lead. Not lead again. I don't want lead. Here's my landing pad. Nailed it. Stuck the landing. Okay, I should probably actually get in the moon pool. Or I could just wrap around and land on top almost again. Good job, Isaac. You're a genius.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
6 AM here, and despite what I want... Excuse me. Despite what I want, I should also go to bed. Have a good stream, and thanks for the responses. No worries, I appreciate you being here. Hope you got something good out of it. If not, just enjoyed your time. And yeah, go to bed. Look after yourself, man. Appreciate you being here. RTC voice changes basically feed your voice into an AI and spit out an AI voice that should theoretically be what you want. Very expensive though. My power usage trying to get my GPU to run that for a bit was crazy. Good lord. Yeah, I guess that sounds like it's probably a little bit more tech than just like the voice mod one. Although by now everything's integrated like AI stuff with it. So voice mod probably has as well. They've probably got like a AI part of it. It could be very interesting for roleplay situations. Like even if you were to do like, I don't know, like sketches or skits of some kind, or roleplay in like GTA or something. There's probably some really cool use cases for it. Alright, that is a decent amount of titanium. That was a pretty good haul, that one. Pretty good run. We got another locker, well, another couple lockers full, I think, which will make the building quicker. And when we actually get to the building, this time it should be a lot quicker because we have a mod on that allows us to reach a lot further. So we'll be able to do a lot more in one run. As a matter of fact, I don't think we need the second tower anymore with this new mod. We should just be able to pop out and build up. To be fair, I guess we could have always done that, but now it's going to be a lot more efficient. Back in the day, voice changes were just post FX stuff. Yeah, I think that's probably what voice mod is, just post FX. Still some interesting stuff, but definitely not as advanced as like having AI powered stuff, I guess. I can see that when it gets easier to run, but the thing is with RTC it took 100% of my 3090 to keep it running with some latency. Yikes. Mine would just not handle it at all then, because I've only got a 3060. Especially if I was trying to stream at the same time. Oh man, the faster sprint speed is so nice. Oh, you shut your mouth. Don't tell me what to do. So where else can we find more titanium? That's the big question. Since the marketplace mod didn't work, I'm gonna have to actually find it. And we've been scrounging everywhere and we've gotten a lot of it. There's obviously still more because we're still finding it, but we have got a lot of it. Got a lot of it so far. I'm sure some big streamer though who would like buy a second GPU just for voice changing could do it. Oh yeah, of course. Someone that has a whole bunch of money, sure. Why am I going there? That's something I want to do. Unfortunately, I am a broke bitch. I would like to just be able to get a 4090. I mean, I don't even necessarily need a 4090. Even a 3090 would be a pretty big step up. The 3060 has been pretty good, but there are definitely like, it does definitely feel like I'm on the limits of things in a few different situations. And it would be nice to have it just be smooth all the time. they buy one of the 8K, one of those 8K crypto mining GPUs Nvidia has. Man, the Nvidia pricing at the moment's wild. I need to go suckle on the tea to the Bulbo because I am getting very hunger thirsty. And in theory, I could build a water filtration machine because I have that now. But I'm not going to. Because we must not betray the Bulbo. The Bulbo giveth life. Pray. Stop! The Bulbo giveth life. Pray not, the Bulbo taketh. Is that enough?
Vital signs stabilizing.
Yes, it is. Yeah, and to be honest, at this point, AMD is looking better and better in comparison. Yeah, I've been having this conversation a few times with a few different people over the last year or so. Is that, like, I've always been an Intel, Nvidia stan, I guess, myself. Always bought Intel and Nvidia. But lately, it's just like, I'm just thinking more and more that I might actually build an AMD system next, because Nvidia, bro. They don't care about consumers anymore. Because it's just not worth for them to care about us. There's way more money in big business AI stuff. They can get billions upon billions out of that. So they're just gonna throw all of their money into R&D for that kind of stuff because they know that they'll make it back, or they want to be able to make it back. So they're funneling everything into that, and consumer stuff is just like secondary. Yee! I believe I can sploosh. The difference between the 30, 40, and 50 series is rather marginal.
Hello there.
Hey, Teo, how you doing? Welcome in. Yeah, I think the biggest difference is not necessarily at the digits at the start, like the 30, 40, 50 series. It's the digits at the end. But the newer generations definitely are better and do make like a decent amount of difference. But yeah, like from the 40 to the 50 series within the same brackets, there's just like, there's been very small improvements compared to what there has been previously. Look! A bridge fragment! I mean titanium! Cool. Both companies have been flubbing it lately. Yeah, well that's kind of the problem, isn't it? It's like, Nvidia is like massively screwing the pooch, but AMD haven't exactly been like the shining beacon of good design either, or good cards and prices. They've been mostly like better. You back off, sir. You know what? I haven't actually scanned you yet. God, it takes a while to scan, doesn't it? Okay, and he's gone. So, rip, I guess. Yeah, oh, now you're back. Piss off. Yeah, so it kind of just feels like lesser of two evils at this point. You bring up AI, right? The 50 series is entirely propped up by AI. Most of the performance it gets is from DLSS. Yeah, exactly. They've just like fully spec'd into that and have just ignored everything else. Like they've basically gotten rid of the idea of VRAM. Even though that's like the one of, if not the most important thing, at least for gaming, to have like a decent VRAM. And they're just like, ah, nah, don't worry about it. We'll just let AI do all the heavy lifting rather than actually making it good. It's the same thing with a lot of game developers at the moment doing the same thing. They're just like, ah, don't worry about it. We don't have to optimize our game. Just get a really good computer. Bloody Borderlands 4, am I right? Just turn on DLSS and, you know, all the extra AI tricks to try and make up for the fact that we couldn't be asked optimizing it. And then you'll get bare minimum. Kind of gross. Go away! Okay, I don't see anything else I can scan here. 3090 was the last good card they released. Certainly, like value proposition wise, I think you're probably right there. Because like the 4090 and the 4090 and the 5090, I think are better, but for the amount that you pay for that, like small margin, is definitely not worth it. 24 gig VRAM is my saving grace. Oh, nice. You managed to find a card that has 24 gig VRAM. That'll do some heavy lifting. Hey guys, look, our game has frame gen. Hey guys, look, we couldn't be bothered optimizing. What's that? Actual game design? No, no, no. Just let the AI do it. Fix it in post. It's so lazy. That's why so many games come out these days just like barely getting like 40, 50 frames a second or something. On like actual semi-decent hardware as well. Alright. I think I'm near the Dawn Treaders? Welcome to Narnia! I'm going on a voyage now. I'm here to find the Dawn Treaders. Welcome to Narnia. No, what is it? Prince Capsicum and the Voyage of the Dawn Treader? Prince Capsicum and the Voyage of the Dawn Trader. Hello, sir. Do you sell capsicum? I think that was a no. So anyway, I'm looking for titanium. Keep running into a lot of warpers. They're everywhere now. Have they like multiplied? Have they gone forth and promiscuous? Where is titanium? Lead. Oh, not this again. Not the lead. Alright, let's just yeet up here. I missed entirely. I got a decent rig, but like it still chugs with modern games. I've been playing Warzone recently, right? I get stutters for absolutely no reason. I get the same thing all the time. It's so annoying. Like, I know my computer is probably... It's probably somewhere in the mid-range, and it's slowly falling to the lower end, obviously. But... It's definitely not in a position where it should be struggling for something like Warzone. And every single time it has to do like... Well, it doesn't have to do pre-shaders every single time, but sometimes it has to do pre-shaders, and then at the start of the first match of every night that I do, I get just complete Play-Doh buildings everywhere, and like stutters and stuff, and it's just cannot handle doing anything basically. And then eventually it kind of balances out a bit and it's not too bad, but it's pretty bad at the start. Oh, a vending machine. Sweet. Who am I going to sell to? The fish? Hey guys, you want a lemon soda? Too bad, I'm not American. I don't know what soda is. I mean, I know what soda is, we just don't call it soda. Any titanium? You guys got any titanium? No, yes, no. Why do these guys always want to eat my drill daddy? Can you not, please? Little bastard. To be honest, you got a good rig, in my opinion. Like, if I saw this 5 years ago, I would go, that's a beast. And even now, I say it is. It's just new games are so goddamn unoptimized. Yeah, well, exactly. It's like, my PC isn't top of the line. Oh, look, some scrap. Let's get that scrap. It was hiding beneath the other scrap. Yeah, my PC is definitely not top of the line, but it's like, it should well be able to handle most games. But because some of the newest games are just so poorly optimized, it struggles with those. Where is this? Wait, is that the... Is this the Degassi base again? Or is this somewhere else new? Can it actually go any deeper? Yeah, here we go. Is this another entrance to the Degassi base? I think it is. Yeah, we're back down in Penis Town. If I left on my beacons, I would know that. No, I do have my beacon on. Yeah, it's over there. Okay. Just had to check. Time to leave Penis Base. But yeah, luckily I don't really care about a lot of the big new AAA titles that come out. I see them and I'm like, well, that looks like it runs like ass. Good thing I don't need to run it. And then just play something else. Play indie games nowadays anyway, which usually have some optimization thought put into them. Yeah, because they have to. They can't get away with the AAA approach of just, well, they'll just have to buy a better PC. They actually have to think about it. And it means that you end up having a way smoother experience on far more systems. You have more RAM than me. I only have 32. You got 48. That is true. RAM can definitely make a bit of an impact. Though I would say, I guess it depends what it's for. Depends on the game and stuff. I think usually I would find the PC and the GPU to be more important than the RAM, but it depends. It depends on what you're doing. Like, I know that, like, City Skylines specifically is very RAM hungry, and if you have more RAM for that, then you will actually get a lot more performance increase than getting like a new... Okay, hold that thought. Oh, look at all this stuff. Got titanium. What's this? A data box? Tech already in PDA. Okay, well that means free titanium. I will be fine with that. There is a woman. A woman! And... oh. Mobile vehicle bay fragment. Very cool. This is all a good source of titanium. This is very handy. Is there a way out of here that isn't the way I came in? I don't think so. Okay, well, let's just go out the way we came in then. Oh, wait, there's a door here. Oh! That's what it means by instant bulkheads. the internal bulkheads on ships. Oh, that's so useless. So my instant bulkhead animation mod does work. It just doesn't work on what I thought it did. Oh, that's so dumb. Why do I want that? I mean, I guess for places like that specifically, but come on. I thought it was on actual bulkheads to the bases. No wonder it was never doing anything. Oh, God. Anyway. My friend has 128 for some reason. Hey, you gotta be prepared, okay? You gotta be prepared for that City Skylines mega city. That's what it's about. Have you considered downloading more RAM? I have, yeah. I downloaded some more just last Tuesday, actually. And now my computer runs perfectly, with no viruses. Everything is fine. Minecraft is also RAM hungry. Yeah, true. That's definitely another one that chews up the RAM a bit. Because, you know, it's pixels. It's just like blocks. It's not going to use up too much video, like GPU power. But it does use the CPU a bit, and it definitely does use the RAM. That's lead. I guess we're going to the Lost River again. The irony of your friend having 128 gig of RAM is that it's probably a detriment to him. Anything higher than 64 gig of RAM starts to be unstable. I mean, there's that, but there's also diminishing returns anyway. Even if it's like not unstable, even if it's perfectly stable, there's just not that many things that are going to be able to utilize 64 gig of RAM. Unless it's like really high speeds, but then your motherboard and everything else also has to be able to use those high speeds. Otherwise, you're just bottlenecking anyway, and it's just a waste. I generally, personally, don't go for RAM as like the important upgrade. I mean, it's always good to have, and RAM's pretty cheap to do, but usually I would like focus on the CPU, GPU. Go from there. I believe his response is, look, I pay for 4 slots of my motherboard with 128 gig support. I'm gonna use all damn 4 slots with 128 gig. I mean, if you can afford it, go for your life. Sure. Well, here we are again. Just looking for some titanium. You got any titanium? Yes. Did I pick it up though, or did I just yeet it into the void? Okay, it's not worth getting like the one little bits that might have one in. It's actually not suggested to have more than 64 gig of RAM unless you're doing video editing. Yeah, now that definitely does need RAM. If you want it to go quick, like any quicker than a very slow speed, question mark. Luckily the video editing I do is just YouTube videos. And I don't need them done, you know, in like 5 minutes. They can take like half an hour to an hour and it's not gonna affect me. Well, we're back in here scouring for titanium again. And walking into bones. I need to figure out a way to get that mod working. Because this just isn't feasible. to keep hunting for titanium. I don't think there's any more titanium down here either. I'm pretty sure I've gotten all of it. I think I'm just gonna leave. See if I can find some elsewhere. Maybe even get like a radiation suit so I can go near. Oh wait, hold on. Hold all of those thoughts. I'm a liar. Look, I found some titanium. Never mind. Never listen to me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. There's probably not much more though. I say as I then turn around and find more titanium. Just mute me. Just put me on complete mute. Nobody listen to me. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Now, I know Heckler is actually going to be putting me on mute after saying that. He'll be like, bet. At least put the subtitles on. Is there subtitles? Don't know. Probably not. I think you can get subtitles. When I used to do VMs on Linux, that also eats up a good amount of RAM. Oh yeah. I've never really gotten into that side of stuff, so I wouldn't know. Only VM I've done was VirtualBox so that I could play Birth of the Federation on my Windows 10 computer because it only seems to run on Windows XP. And that's not exactly RAM hungry. Alright, how do we get out of here? I've got 128 gig of ROM. Dude, you know, do you have any idea how many ROMs that is? ROMs are like super small. So if you've got 128 gig of ROM, you've probably got like several hundred games. That's a lot of games. Get all the NES ones. I don't know, I've never really played that many of them. No, it's just bottlenecking. The problem is anything higher than 64 is problematic. Having more than 64 is worse than just having 64 if you're gaming. Yeah, well, yeah, for gaming. Definitely. Nothing can really utilize it. Oh, have I been? I've been in there, haven't I? I'm sure I've been in there. Oh yeah, this was the 500 meters depth to gassy base. That's what that one is. Oh, look at how many gel sacks there are down here. You know what? I should go quickly pick a few up just so I can have a quick watery snack of sack in my mouth. What? What does that mean? Mmm, sack in and around my mouth. It's actually I should just have the bottle of water. I think I will. Instead of shoving all these sacks in my mouth. Extract the carbon from the bones and synthesize it into titanium. Look, if I could, I would. The mod that I was wanting to get kind of has that vibe. There was like one that was equivalent exchange, so you could like put in one thing and get out another thing. There was one where you could sell it on a exchange, a market exchange, and there was one that there was a different one as well. I can't remember what the other one was, but there was like 3 different mods that all allowed me to do a very similar thing. None of them work, and I don't understand how or why. I've troubleshooted for hours and I can't figure it out. I've even tried like rolling back the version and getting older versions of it. And it's like, that's apparently supposed to work, and that hasn't worked. So I'm stuck. What happens if you install Minecraft on 128 gig of RAM? Probably the same thing that would happen if you installed it on 64 gig of RAM. I don't know if there'd be much difference. It might actually work slightly worse. Well, the sea treaders are all out in force. Gee, they're everywhere, aren't they? If only I needed lithium and diamond and gold. This would be great. Get plenty of it. But I need titanium. Alright, I think I'm just gonna head home. There's nothing really for me here. God damn, you're smart. Yeah, I'm the smartest man alive. Don't you know it? One day I'll even learn how to read and then I'll be unstoppable. Ow. What's that? Oh, it's a radio. Okay, well, we don't like radios here. Kill it with fire. Oh, hold on. What's this? This looks like a scannable. Moon pool fragment. Very cool. Moon pool, more like moon cool. Got him. There's another moon pool fragment. Have I been into here? Yes. I didn't take whatever's in there though. Oh, it's disinfected water. Let me just pick that up real quick. Have a quick sip. See if I can find my titanium again. There it is. Well, I'm full. Is my drill daddy full? Have I filled up my drill daddy? Not even a little bit.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Well, we'll address that when we come. Sorry, what? Let's just go this way. Now, if 128 gig of RAM is crazy, 256. Can you even do that? I mean, I guess you just put like 4 sticks of 64. Can you get 64 gigs sticks? Can you? I don't know. But I'd never need to, so I don't really care about it. Oh, I wonder if these guys have titanium on them. I don't think they do. No, it doesn't seem like it. Anything around here? Oops, sorry, I keep hitting that bloody mic. There's something. I might just put a bunch of my stuff into the prawn, because I think I'm more likely to find scraps and fragments than nodes at this point. Justin, just start ripping apart the Aurora for titanium. That's a whole, like, at least inventory of titanium or two. I already have. I've already got all of the salvage that lands around the Aurora. That was one of the first things I did. There's probably, I could probably like scrounge some more from the inside. But it's not going to be like a huge amount. Start eating the walls, I mean. I wonder if there's a mod for that. I wonder if there's a mod to like deconstruct the Aurora for titanium. There won't be. Doesn't look like there's any scrap here either. Oh, there's some. Look, scrap! Or titanium, rather. Let me start working on it. Are you gonna make me a mod so that I can break down the walls of the Aurora? Just make me a mod that works, that allows me to buy and sell parts and ores and fish on the Galactic Stock Exchange. And then we're good. All of my problems solved. Ignore the one that already exists because it doesn't work and make me a new one that does work. Of course, that would be pretty difficult considering I have no idea why the other one doesn't work, but that's not my problem. That's a you problem. Am I gonna crash into the island? Okay, no. When you're like going this fast, one of the biggest problems is things actually rendering. Okay, hold on. Wait. Nope. I've goofed it. Okay, well, I'm just gonna have to wait for it to regen. I can't dismantle the Aurora. You are not working hard enough. Do it! Balls of the Aurora? What? Balls? Yeah, sure, those as well. I want balls of steel. No, balls of titanium. Look, if I have to dismantle the balls of a giant... End of sentence. If I have to dismantle the balls of a giant to build the Twin Towers, I'm gonna make it happen. Alright, let's get... Why are the fish flying? Get out of here! No, get out of here! You can't do that, sir. You cannot... No, you cannot park here! Get out of here! Unbelievable. What did I just say? What did I just say? Get out of here! I swear to God, if I walk over here and you... Judith, fetch me my frag grenades. I don't know anyone called Judith. Alright, I'm just gonna ignore the fish. They're disrespecting me, but I'm just gonna grab some titanium and I'm gonna leave. Okay, here we go. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'm not going insane. You destroyed the world. The world. If you know I would if I could. I'm already like letting the radiation leak out everywhere so that can destroy half the world. What more can I do? I love the idea of the market mod, like somehow we can get a rescue ship here, but Amazon... Sorry, can't get a rescue ship here, but Amazon gets to ship their stuff, no problem. Yeah, I thought about it for a second. I'm like, it's kind of a little bit more friendly in the fact that it's like not just blatant cheating, because at least there's an exchange. Like you lose one thing to gain another thing. But then I'm just like, but we are technically stranded on this planet. And if we're already in contact with Altera, why are we still stranded here? But I don't care. I want that mod anyway. Just wish it worked. Fun fact, the bug with fish glitching to your base is there for the last 5 years. I'm not surprised. It's probably a very annoying thing to fix for very, very little gain. It's like, okay, it doesn't really actually affect anything. It's basically just a visual bug. But it would take a lot to fix, I would assume. To be fair, 99,999 hours is only 11 years. Just wait it out. Oh yeah, that's how long they were supposed to take to get to us, weren't they? Or before before our message would be seen or something. Sorry if links are not allowed. Unfortunately, links get nuked. So all I can see is asterisks. I can see them when they're in the Discord, and I can see them via whispers, but I generally won't. Hey, what? I don't want to get in the thing. God damn it. I generally won't look at stuff like that until after or between streams. Oh, God, my chest is hurting. Please let it be a hard. No, don't even joke about that. Oh, you clipped me? All right, thank you. I will be able to see that in the dashboard later, and it'll probably end up on TikTok. I appreciate clips. Oh, that's the thing I was gonna mention. If you're like wanting to clip something and you're like on phone, so it's more difficult. Even if you just clip around, like give extra leeway around the moment, and it doesn't matter where you crop it to, if you just do that, because I can see it, one really good change that Twitch made in the clipping system a little while ago was that even if you clip something, then I can see it on my dashboard, and I can actually change the crop. And I can trim it into the right point and make it look how I want it to, and then save it and post it from there. So even if you can't make it look like you want it to, if you just give it a little bit of extra and then just leave the crop wherever, then I will see it generally and I can fix it. So there's some knowledge for you. You don't have to, but that's just how the system works. So it can be helpful. Here's the question. Did I post a link or type 3 asterisks? Who knows? Who knows, Miasol? Who indeed knows? Literally, I don't know either. It could be anything. It could be anything. Please stop streaming and only return after making sure your heart is safe. I've, at the moment I've got like, it's not necessarily indigestion. Let's just say I'm a bit gassy at the moment, and there's just pressure in different areas, and one of them happens to end up being my chest. I'm 99.9% certain I'm not actually, you know, having any actual problems. Just need to get the gas out, which is gross but true. What new blueprint did I get? I don't know. Oh, the vending machine, that's right, we can sell stuff to the fish. Very cool. Nice change. Yeah, it was one of the biggest changes that they actually made to the clipping system and everything in the last, I think it was this year or something even, or it might have been late last year. And I was like, I saw it and I was like, oh, this is actually a really good change for once. It makes it so much easier for me to be able to make things that I want for my channel, based off of, you know, other people being able to get that stuff, you know, involved themselves. Might be related to the fabricate scrap from other items mod. We can sell stuff to the fish. The fish are why we crashed. They want a human to work for them. These goddamn fish. Maybe I'll sell them to themselves. Ever think about that? Maybe I will stock the vending machines with the fish. How do they like them apples? Alright, let's go and try and do some building. We're going to test out one of the new mods that I've got. And we're going to see how high we can get. And I'm gonna try testing ditching the Twin Towers for a moment. We're gonna try it solo, singular. One single spire to the gods. If Zeus is up there, I'm gonna have sex with him and we're gonna have a son. Wait a second. Hold on now. I mean, look, that's just all of Greek mythology, okay? It wouldn't be any different. I'm not weird. Okay, so... I'm actually going to... Never mind, I can't deconstruct because my inventory is full. So, let's go here. What is it doing? Hello? I don't know why it's been weird. Also, look how much quicker we can construct now. We've got a fast construct mod on. And it's making a big old difference. But, now if we do this... Look at how far away that is. And if we bring it down, we can go... Clip. Oh, do we have to press it every time though? Oh, that's annoying. Can I even... It's like hard to actually even build it from there, and I have to re-clip it every time. It's not... It doesn't quite go as high as I'd hoped. It's still good, but I had thought it would go a little bit more than that. Alright, so I'm going to cannibalize some of this. What have I got on me now? Okay, we've got that much. I can't deconstruct from far enough away. Okay. One single giant gleaming metallic shaft of yours. That's right. You will see my giant shaft from the heavens. I will thrust into the clouds, thrust to God himself, and make children of my own. With Zeus. I don't know if that's how that works. We could try though. But it works for 2 floors higher than what you can be on. Well, I think it can go about 3 floors higher than what I could originally. So it's definitely an improvement. Oh, I didn't get rid of the... Did I get rid of the... Words. What are words? Can somebody find the words for me, please? The hatch. Wait, do I have quartz? No, I don't, so I didn't get rid of the hatch. Now I don't know where I am. Have I gone past it? I must have gone past it. What? Was I just going up and down a bunch then? What the hell was that? I think I literally just went up and down like 5 times. What a pain in my ass. I don't know what this new bouncing situation is. Oh, I do have the quartz. Ah, turns out I'm just stupid. Who'd have thought? Everyone thought that. Yeah, so I can just do it this way. So I can just go up with a single tower. I don't know why I thought that I couldn't go up with the single tower. I think I was just trying to do it through the roof. But like I can do it... Oh, hold on. I can do it from here. Yeah, so I think it goes about twice as high as it could before. I can still technically place, but then I have to reselect that. Oh, and then I can't do that. So I can go up that high, which is still quicker.
Welcome aboard.
This should definitely increase productivity and speed. But again, the big problem is going to be resources. What I will try in a second is I will try the tubes, but I'm pretty sure they don't work properly. They snap weirdly and things don't work as I'd hope. Excuse me. These speed mods are incredible. I hope they add this speed to Subnautica too. They won't. Assuming Subnautica 2 even happens. Look, it's too fast, realistically, for it to be like a survival crafting game. But for what I'm doing, I just want to get rid of all of the tedium. So anything that can make things just a little bit quicker at the moment, I'll take it. You didn't think of the hatch method or have the mod, so you are now discovering new building techniques. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of the fact that, well, I can literally just put a hatch on the side. And then just go straight up that way. Because I kept trying to build through the top of the roof, and it would allow me to, like, place something but never build it. Okay, that's as high as that goes. I have to leave, so I will return soon and leave a lurk on the laptop. Good luck. Thanks for being here. Enjoy whatever it is that you're up to now. I appreciate the chats and you being here. This is definitely quicker, and we're definitely making more progress. In theory, I could even go down and cannibalize the second tower to some extent. We're still only going to get so far, though. Okay, that puts us up to here. How high are we now? 787. I didn't check how high we were at the start of the stream. But I think the amount that we've gone up is definitely more than we usually would. Because I think usually in a stream we'd go up by like 20. I think this time we've gone up by maybe 50 or 60 so far. Oh god, there's a tiny spot there. There we go. How much titanium do I have? Feels like I must be running out. Still building up though. I wonder if I can use this to build the elevator. Like this mod. I think I tried it while I was testing them and I don't know that I can, but it would be pretty handy if I could, so I might have to try again. Alright, that is all the titanium that I have. 808. Okay, well, I mean, we just made... Wait. How do I build another one? Wait! Oh my god. Is it actually working from the storage? Oh my god. This is actually groundbreaking. I've just realized that the crafting mod that I've got on, which I think is Easy Craft, which I thought only worked for the crafting bench, like the fabricator, it seems like it works for my habitat builder as well. So as long as they're within like a certain distance, and I think it's only horizontal distance, because it's apparently supposed to be within 100 meters, question mark? And I'm like 800 meters off the ground. So all of those storages down there in the main base are within like 100 meters of where I am, I guess. And I'm allowed to actually pull from those lockers. So this is actually huge. The travel up and down, it was like one of the things that was the biggest time sink, just getting up and down. But if I can just stay up here until the entire load is done, then that means I only have to do that massive journey twice instead of like 6 or 7 times.
Stay a while and listen.
Excuse me. Enjoy your lurk, rubber ducks. Groundbreaking, but you're in the sky. Sky breaking, that's right. I'm breaking the sky. So maybe actually I didn't have the quartz then. And does that mean I have another hatch down there that I never removed? Because I got the quartz from the chest? Is that... I can't tell if that part there... There's like a little bit that juts out. Shut up! I can't tell if the little bit that juts out is a hatch or if it's... Shut up! Get over it. I can't tell if it's a hatch or if it's like one of the platforms. Wait, did I just... I was supposed to actually build up from that, wasn't I? Oh, and I put that in the wrong spot. God damn it. Lurk. I cast laptop lurk. Lasts for 60 minutes. Terrible battery. Oh no. Enjoy your lurk. Jump. I think I'm gonna pass on that one. Maybe next time. Once we get the diving board installed. Okay, now we're definitely out of titanium. So you know what? Jump sounds good actually. Because getting all the way back down is gonna be impossible. I'm gonna see if I can land on the hatch below. If there is one.
Yeah.
I still don't know. I think that was actually a connector. I think that was a bridge. I don't think that was a hatch. You died. So let me check all these chests down because I think I've used them all. Oh, that is actually a game changer. Quite literally a game changer. That definitely speeds things up substantially. Yeah, it's used all of them. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. It still doesn't solve my not having titanium issue, but it certainly makes the process a lot quicker. Charge them batteries. I should probably go up and suckle on the tea to the Bulbo as well. Just so I don't... I jumped off the top of the Twin Towers just so that I didn't have to die from starvation. I can't see the towers. I can see something there. It should be right there. I think it's like... It's starting to have issues with rendering stuff. I'm gonna have to go up and have a look. Because it's like not rendering it anymore. There we go, it's rendered from here now. Oh yeah, but look! It's not rendering the tops of those. Some settings, some of the like graphical settings have changed, but when I go into the menu, yeah, like that's we could see higher than that before. But if I go into the options and into graphics, there's just not that many like options that I can choose. I don't know. It's weird. Well, anyway, let's go and get some more titanium, I guess.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I'm not sure where we're going to get it from, but we've made some decent amount of progress in the tower build. So we're almost at 10% of the way now that we've got to 800. Another like 90-ish and we'll be at half the way. Sorry, not half the way. I wish we'd be at half the way. Be at 10% of the way. Where's another area that we can go? I'm thinking actually maybe somewhere near the Aurora. Because we can't really go over there very much because of the radiation. So if I put on the rad suit, then maybe we'll find something over there. Just have to take into consideration the fact that we won't be able to go as deep as easily. But that's why we'll have the prawn suit. Alright, let's go and get ourselves irradiated. Alright, is prawn ready? Yes. Alright, we're gonna go to the Aurora, see if we can find anything over there. I'm gonna go one good solid yeet from here. And I've gone the wrong way! Luckily we have air control in this thing. I wonder if I could get on top of the Aurora now. You know what? I think I probably could with the grapple and everything. I mean, the grapple doesn't necessarily work very well out of water. I want to see now, though. For science! Yeah, see, it doesn't work out of water. Can I? Oh, there's titanium right here. When did... That was not here originally. Maybe one of the mods I put on, like, spawned more of it. Okay, hold on. Let me get a good yeet angle. That didn't hit. Why is that not hitting it? Oh, come on, man. Why are you gonna do me like that? Yeah, the jetpack, none of it works out of the water. Alright, well, let's just walk around the Aurora then and see if we can find anything. It's possible that there's stuff that we weren't able to find the first time. Can you get to the other side of the Aurora? Or does it just go immediate void? I've never actually... I don't think I've ever actually tried. Yeah, okay. Let me know when you've put it down, please. Oh, look at all this salvage. Yeah, I've never come out like the back of this. Oh. Have you put it down yet? Yeah, he's put it down. Okay. Let me just get my repair tool. Could you go away, please? I forgot he was here. I know we'd killed one. I forgot this guy existed. Okay, there's actually a bunch of salvage around here. Okay, this is gonna be a pretty decent haul. Oh, there's loads. I guess I just never came through here because of this guy. Yeah, okay. I was gonna get in that. Sir, I was trying to get in that. Put it down. Sir, why did it change my gun? Look, I don't want to have to abuse my power here and use my ridiculously overpowered drill arm. But if you're gonna keep stealing my drill daddy, I'm gonna have to show you why it's called a drill daddy. Don't test me. Oh, it's everywhere. Inventory full. I really should have brought my sea glide. Just put a bunch of stuff in here. Oh, and these ones? Yep. Okay, there's another one there. Some up here. Yeah, there's heaps of it. There's still bloody loads of it. So I'm gonna have to see if there's like anything on the other side or if it's just void. Still get a bit more. Yeah, this is like a full inventory. Oh my god, how did I miss all of this? How did I just not go around the other side? Where is my drill? There we go. So we're actually full now. So we may as well go home and then come back. Get the rest of it, because there's still loads of it here. And then we'll go like... Because that's just that one engine there. If we just keep going around the back, it looks like there might be a couple more inventories full of it. Also, I don't know if we've really explored that green kelp forest before. So there might be some in there. I'm kind of going the wrong way. Man, flying prawn is life. Here we go. What was that I just saw? Oh my god, we're so high up now. That was quite the launch. Oh, that's the only way to travel. Air prawn. Love that. We can start a flight company. Alright, there we go. Very cool. We're gonna have to break down all of the scrap that we got. Piece of piss. I think there's actually a quick crafting mod as well. I originally didn't think I was gonna need it, but if I'm having to break down scrap a lot, it probably would be helpful. Actually, there might be one with one of the other mods I've got. Because there's one mod that like tweaks a whole bunch of values. That's how I've got the extra speed and everything. So once I've done this lot, I might check. Inventory full. Oh, because it's pulling from the other one. Yeah, okay, I won't even have to get him out of the prawn suit. I can just do it from the other end. That's so handy. Alright, let me see if there is a... What was I looking for again? Crafting speed? Hold on, let me go from the top. Crafting time multiplier. Okay, so I've put that to full. I can't even hold that. Now let me go see how quick it'll be when it's 3 times the speed. If it's working like that.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, put him in here. So I wonder if the storage of the, it seems like the storage of the prawn suit counts. So when I bring in, like obviously for the first few I still have to transfer them, but when I bring in new inventories or like the final inventory, I could just leave it in the prawn suit. Like, yeah, I think this is grabbing from the prawn suit. Okay, that was not quicker. This actually seems slower. This is actually way slower. Why is it slower? Is it taking 3 times longer instead of 3 times quicker? Oh my god. Yeah, there we go. Bam! That's what we want. Instant craft. Love that. That'll speed things up. Does that mean that the building time should actually be down to that, so it's instant? That might be too fast though, because we have like a quick build, a fast build mod, and then I think that was changing those values on top of that. That's why it was fast but not instant.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So there's probably going to be titanium in here separate. Yep. But if I bring back scrap, the bloody fish are in my base again. So what I should actually do is I should go and get titanium. The next few will probably be just scrap runs because that's what there is near the Aurora. But if I come back and I leave the salvage or the scrap inside the prawn suit and only take the titanium on my person, it means that I can just go to here, fabricate it from the prawn suit, and then the rest of the stuff place into the lockers, you know, just from my normal inventory. So that means I never actually have to transport anything from the prawn suit. Just walk straight up here and fabricate it from over there, which is incredibly helpful. Alright, back in the drill, daddy. There's fish in the bloody corridor now. Come on. It's just taking the piss. Away! Oh god, where are we? I don't think any of it's rendered yet. Yeah, there's the mushroom forest that was supposed to be here. Alright, here we go. We're going for Big Yeet. Big Yeet energy. I missed. Never mind, I missed. Try again. Well. Okay, I kind of need to angle this way a little bit. Alright, should be around here. There we go, some scrap right there. And some here. And some here. Now, old mate Reaper will be back soon, I'm assuming.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
But as long as he goes for my prawn suit, we'll be fine. There he is. I think he's going for the prawn suit. You fool! You've fallen for my ruse. Please bring it back, though. Please bring it back. I may have to kill you. Alright then. I'm gonna have to kill you. You're causing too much of a ruckus. Is he dead? No. He's not happy, but he's not dead. Yeah. No, not storage. I don't want the storage. Get in. Yeah, there it is again. Come on. Okay, is that him dead? Okay, that's him dead. I didn't want to have to do that because, look, my drill is very powerful, and it would have been more honorable to fight him with the knife. Oh my god, he's very close. When did he get that close? God damn. I don't remember him being that close. It would have been more honorable if I fought him with the stasis rifle and the knife. I mean, would it? I don't know that it would have been. But he was being a pest. He was going to make things take forever. So I put him out of my misery. Sue me. Alright, I think I need my flashlight. Trying to figure out where I actually am now. I know I'm obviously at the back of the Aurora, but where is the back of the Aurora? That's like a void. Very lost. Okay, there's some more scrap down there, so let's grab that. Leaving the house is overrated. I will jump in and out of streams. Yay! Who needs to go outside? Not me. Not this guy. That's for nerds. So all of these chests around the back of here all have batteries in again. They love their batteries near the Aurora. Alright, let's put this Let's just chock this full of metal salvage. It won't allow me to put more in there because of just the way that it's formatted. More salvage down here. Plenty more salvage down here. Man, the stuff out the side of the Aurora was like minuscule compared to the stuff out the back. There was at least like maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 inventories full of scrap. Oh, a medkit. Out the side of the Aurora, another medkit. But out the back, it's just everywhere. I mean, it probably is better that we got, like, the slim pickings stuff out of the way first. Or the stuff that's got a lot less. But damn, look how much there is. Yeah, there's still heaps here. Where is my drill daddy? There it is. Now we take her home, and then we come back. This is gonna work out actually really well. Duracell and Energizer must have had the sponsor stickers on opposite sides of the Aurora's Hulk. Look, when I was inside there, I ran into like 10 batteries in a row, and I never even needed to use any of them. And then at the back, half the chest is just filled with them as well. Oh, I'm on this side. Yep, okay, hold on. Up, up, up. Oh, perfect. Like a glove. Oh, I never got that titanium off of there. Wait, hold on. Can I... What are you doing? No, not enter. No. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. What? Okay. I wanted to access the storage. It's so finicky. Okay, was it just that one? It was 2. Okay. It's not worth getting those out of there. Alright, so if I just go... So here's the great thing. If I now go back up to the base, I can break down all of that salvage in like 5 seconds. I can get all the stuff in my inventory first, put it in a chest, come back, and then get all the stuff from the other inventory in a few seconds, and bam, we're done. Alright, so we go basic materials, and we go... Oh, I shouldn't double click actually, hold on. There we go. We have to wait for it to load. Inventory full. Bish bash bosh. And then we just find a chest for it. And another one. And I don't have any more on me, so... And then we could just do this again. That's all of them. Another full inventory almost. Oh, that is a massive improvement. That saves us so much time. And then there's 2 pieces of titanium left, which are inconsequential because we're getting salvage and we can't fill it up that much anyway. So I'm going to save it. I'm actually going to go suckle on the teeth of the Baldur and then we'll come back. Your drill daddy is too fast and strong for the moon pool to handle. It's too fast and strong for pretty much anything to handle now. Now that we've modded it. Alright, there we go. Full. Does the prawn suit storage get counted for the fabricator? Yeah, that's what I was saying. That any of the storages now, the mod that I wanted working is working, or a version of it anyway. Something that does the same thing. And whenever I try and build something with my habitat builder, or with my fabricator, it's able to access all of the storages, including the prawn suit. Now, I don't know how it would work if the prawn suit was like miles away, because it says in the settings that it's like 100 what? I don't know. Maybe it's 100 Leviathans, 100 Reapers, I don't know. But that's apparently how far away it can access from. But if that's the case, it doesn't seem to count vertically, because I did it from the top of my tower. Alright, let's launch up here. What? Oh, come on now. Be reasonable. Alright, we're going over there. I still haven't found many life pods in this playthrough. I found like 3, 5, 17, and the one we start with. I don't know that I found much more than that. Alright. Is there some around here?
Passing 100 meters.
Ah, yeah, depth. This is fine. We should be fine. We've got a big tank. Look at all this salvage. Bloody bathing in the stuff. If I had my sea glide, it would be faster, but then I wouldn't have the storage capacity as much anymore. Look at that, inventory full. Now if I put the rest in my drill daddy, I'll put this in my drill daddy, then I've got a whole nother inventory worth. You start inside number 5, did you mean another number? Oh, I don't know, maybe. I have no idea. Oh, he's back! Does this one respawn? Is there multiple Reapers that spawn near the Aurora? He didn't even see you and he still hurt you? Yeah, well, he certainly, like, glanced me. Can we kill his ass? We killed the last one. There was another one in this exact spot. I didn't realize there was another one. I was informed that when you killed them, they died and they stayed dead. So either this is a new one or that information is incorrect. There must be a new one because the Ghost Leviathan in the Lost River is still stone cold dead. And so is old mate that lurks beneath our base. He's definitely dead. There is actually medkits down here somewhere. Where was the ones that I opened that had medkits in? We could try this one. There we go. Medkit. Posh. Love that. Hey, Cesar, how you doing? 3 to 4 Reapers here? Oh, that'll do it. Oh, there he is. Go on then, coward. Okay, he's going too fast. It's gonna take way too long to deal with him. Might grab that. Hey, Cesaro, that's how I'm gonna pronounce that. How you doing? Welcome. Oh, more salvage here. Bruh, I was just getting in it. Could you just wait? Could you not have waited like 10 seconds? Put that down. Sir, gonna have to ask you to leave. Thank you. He's coming back, isn't he? No, not the storage. Bloody inconvenient. He's definitely glitched. He was spinning. Hey, spinning's a cool trick, okay? Sometimes you just gotta. Alright, there's one here. And there's one down here.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
How are you? I'm pretty good. I'm just gathering titanium to build towers to God. You know how it is. Standard. That's got to be almost capacity there. Okay, that's a heal. We should take that. Oh, we actually can't take any more stuff anyway. Yeah, we can't really fit anything more, so we may as well go home. And this will probably be our last run, and then we'll build as much as we can, and then that'll be the stream. Yeah, look how much stuff there still is here. How did we miss this? Where are we? Yeah, we're like right at the caboose. Okay. Good to know. There's still loads of it. Woo! Thank you for the follow, Kazaro. Look, I can fly! Oh god. Oh god. It's fine, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it fine. Oh, it's so fast.
War tends to distort our point of view. If we sacrifice our code, even for victory, we're probably going to win in the end, and that means they die and we don't, so win-win.
He's not wrong. War crimes are crimes that can only happen during war. So get them all out now, and you'll probably win. I took a wrong turn, so we're here now though. So I think there's pretty much only salvage in here. So I should be able to just do this from the fabricator. Also, once again, T, you've managed to not get any of the new voice lines. I don't know how you keep getting all of the originals. To be fair, I think there was more originals than the new ones that have been added. I think there was like maybe 40 of the originals and like 25 to 30 that have been added, but still haven't heard the new ones yet.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, let's get this crafted. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, inventory full. Have you been to the Void? The Void being like the edge of the map where the ghost leviathans live? Oh, autosave. Okay, there we go. Oh no, it's still saving, but it's like giving me control. Okay, now we're good. Glitched out a bit there. Yes. I have accidentally fallen into the Void a couple times and almost killed myself. But I got out alive every time. But I've definitely been there. I've never stayed there. The Abyss. Yes, the Great Abyss. But yeah, I have been there. I think somebody said there might have been something actually out there eventually, but I was just like, nope, I'm done. I'm done with that. I had no reason to stay out there. Alright, let's go and get the last... We've got a decent amount of stuff stored up. A decent amount of titanium prepared. So we should be able to continue the build a bit. We built up fairly high. So, for anyone that's either just joined now or has joined recently, or rejoined recently, this is the build. It's way higher than it looks. For some reason, it's not rendering past that point. It previously was, but now it's not. And about 700 and something meters up, we switch over to a single tower so that we can save on titanium. Because I want to try and actually get to the limit, which is such a long way off. But we're going to go up now and build up as high as we can with the amount of titanium that we have. Okay, and then we come out here. $828 meters at the moment. And then we go like that. It's a bit of a process, but it's a much quicker process. Okay, that's the height that we can reach from there. Let me get rid of that. Wait. Oh. I just had it built on the complete wrong spot. Okay. Genius. Alright, now this is pod racing. Okay, this is probably the top. Yeah, this is the top. We go hatch out here. Bosh. Go in here. Why do you have such poor textures? I actually don't know. Because I was like messing around trying to get a whole bunch of different mods working to make what I'm trying to do actually feasible so that things would work a lot quicker. And then somewhere along the line the textures disappeared and there's not really many graphical settings, and the ones that I've tried to change the graphical settings to try and get it less potato and it hasn't worked. I don't know why the textures are so bad. Because it doesn't need to be that bad. Like, my computer can handle it. But for some reason, it's gone real skew-if, and I don't know how to fix it. Because if we go into options, this is the graphic settings we have. I've only got things on, like, medium, because they don't need to be on much higher than that. But, like, these are on low, but these aren't texture-based things. There's no, like, actual texture option. And everything still looks like patat. So I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. It must be like a mod that did it, but I don't know what mod because I didn't put any texture-related mods on. Oh, I think I accidentally just... Oh, that's what happened. I put it there by accident somehow. Weird. Interesting. Yeah, I would like to fix it because it was just like the previous few streams, it was better than this, but now for some reason it's potato. It doesn't bother me a huge amount because I don't care too much about the textures, but when it was looking better before and still running fine and now it's just decided to be like that, it's kind of annoying. Sorry, I was just checking to see if that message was time sensitive. Oh, why is it building there? Oh, there we go. That was weird. Yeah, so normally that's as high as you can get, like 3 high, which makes this just not viable. But with the extra grid snap allowing us to reach further, makes a big difference. Oh, there we go. I thought we could build one higher. And that one we can't. There we go. Oh, it did that again. Why does it keep doing that? Keep like just missing and then it places it behind me. And tomorrow you will also play Subnautica? No, tomorrow's actually my night off from streaming. I have 2 nights off, which is Thursday and Sunday. Subnautica is my Friday, Saturday game. And on Tuesday and Wednesday I play RimWorld. Monday I'm currently playing through a bunch of different indie games to try and find some hidden gems. I've only just started that series and we already played quite a fun game. And there's a bunch of different things that I'm gonna try out and see how it goes. But yeah, Friday and Saturday is my Subnautica days. I also edit these down into YouTube videos for the YouTube channel, of which this will be the 17th video in the series. What is it doing? Why is it? There we go, that's better. Okay, I don't think I can get that one. Nah, there we go. Yeah, we played No Man's Sky before this. No, sorry, Grounded before this. No Man's Sky before that. So we try and play, like, at the moment at least, kind of similar games in the Friday, Saturday slot. And then RimWorld is like our main staple that we play on the Monday, Tuesday, and do different runs of that. Okay, that's got to be the top, surely. Yep. Did I remove the hatch? I think I did. No, I definitely didn't. I can see it from here. That's definitely a landing. Now I have to go down and find it. Oh god, am I going to be able to find it? I don't know if it was... It wasn't the last one though, was it? It must have been one from a little while ago. Oh, it's so tedious because I don't know how the bounce got added, but suddenly we started bouncing on ladders. And it made it very difficult to traverse down. Guess what country I'm from? Czechia. I'm almost certainly wrong, but... How was that? There we go, I found it. Okay, thank God. That wasn't too bad. No. Can you give me a hint? So far I have nothing to go from other than a random stab in the dark. Europe. Okay, that is still very broad. Are we talking Eastern Europe? Western Europe? Are we talking former Yugoslavian Republic? Okay. I don't know if they were a republic. Oh, come on, man. No, but close. Ukraine? Latvia? Estonia? Are we Balkans? Are we like Eastern Europe?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
All right, up and up. Gee, how much more titanium do I have? I thought I would be pretty much out by now. This is clearly way more efficient. Okay, that's the height there for that part. Ah, Poland! There we go, yeah. Nice. How is Poland this time of year? I want to go to Poland. I know I literally say this for every time somebody that's not from Australia comes in. I'm like, I want to go there, but I do, alright? I do want to. If I could, I would travel pretty much all the time. Alright, there we go. I don't think I have many other viewers from Poland. I know we've got some from, well, we did have some from like Germany, some from like UK, I think one from Ireland, and there was definitely people around Europe, but I don't, you might be my first Polish viewer. Okay, that is there. Have you played this game much? Are you familiar with this game? Because I am. Look, I've played it as much as what I'm just over 40 hours in, I think. So I should know what I'm doing by now. Should being the operative word there. Like, I'm probably doing better at this game 40 hours in than I was at Grounded. I just was terrible at that game. That being said, I did beat the Black Widow first try, so shove that in your pipe and smoke it. I'm actually interested to try when we do some of the indie games on the Mondays. I'm interested to try a few different genres of games than I've usually played. Namely some like platformers, maybe even like Souls-like and stuff like that, because I'm only gonna have to play them once if I don't like them, and see how it actually goes, see if I enjoy myself, and see if I'm any good at it, because it's just not usually the sort of thing that I play. And I think that will be a fun experiment. Bye for now. Bye! Thanks for stopping in. Hope you had a good time. Hope to see you again. As soon as I run out of resources for this build, as soon as like I run all of the storages out that I just collected, then we'll be wrapping up. I just thought that would have happened by now. I mean, we're getting some good height now, so I'm not complaining. I just didn't realize we were going to be able to get this far. And once we get to the top, there's only one way down. Because I am not going down that ladder. I am not taking the ladder all the way down. The great thing is though, with the new setup, I don't actually have to have that separate tower because I only need to go up to the top and then I can yeet myself off a cliff and then respawn because I won't have anything to lose. And I only need to make one trip up the tower because I can access the storage at the bottom. So this is like, this is perfect. I don't have to waste time and resources on that side tower. I can just, or on the elevator, I should clarify. I can just go up. Oh good, I can still catch a good 2 minutes. Yay! Hey Storch, how you doing? I mean, at this rate, it seems like my storage is unlimited. So who knows how long.
Seek fluid intake.
Yeah, I'm literally gonna die of thirst before I actually get to the end of my storage at this rate. I think we've made it the height of about 3 or 4 streams in one stream. With all of the extra tweaks we've made. With the quicker building, the quicker movement, the storage accessing from multiple, like from the base, from any location, whatever. The quicker prawn suit and stuff. We've made so much more progress. I just have to get used to those controls. You have to like switch on the extended mode every time. Can't deconstruct. Oh, of course I can't. I'm standing on it. I would just fall to my death if I could do that. Good job. Genius. I don't even know how to check how much I've got back at base. I could still have like 4 lockers full. I mean, I don't see how that would be possible. I surely didn't collect that much, but I could have. I mean, it's Schrodinger's titanium at this point. There could be any amount of poisoned cats in my lockers at home. Wait, no, I don't know if that's where we were going with that. What about if it was, maybe it's Freudian's locker? Maybe I want to have sex with my mum. No, I don't know if that's right either. Help. Alright, go there. And there. There has to be an end somewhere. Maybe we'll reach the height limit tonight. We won't. Absolutely not going to happen. But at this rate, we might even get to 1,000. Which would be, like, huge. That would be a huge milestone if we could get to 1,000.
Seek intake immediately.
If only I had quote commands, I want to have sex with my mum. No, I didn't say that. That's not what I said. I think anyone can use the quote command. I think. I'm pretty sure that's one that... Or did I give mod to people to do that? I think that's one that you can do, but... I don't remember what the command actually is. It's something like... Quote add... Space... I don't know what it is. Or add... It's either like quote add or add quote. And then you type in what the quote is. But it's been a while since anyone's used it, so I don't remember. That one didn't work. Have you tried quote add then? Because I think anyone can do it, I just don't remember what the command is. No, it doesn't look like that worked either. I wonder what it is. I need to look into it. We're gonna die from thirst soon. We've still got titanium left. I was not expecting to just be... to have this much, basically. Because previously our problem was that we kept running out of titanium.
Welcome aboard.
Let me see if I can see what the quote add thing is. Let me see if it tells me. I can't see a way to just see it. Yeah, permission is everyone. I just don't remember what the command is for it. I'm using Streamlabs chatbot, so you might be able to Google what the command is for adding quotes for Streamlabs chatbot. But I can't do it on my end at the moment. Ladders. This is the one downside of this mod, is I don't know how much is stored at any given time. Well, we're gonna find out soon, I suppose. Oh, actually, another advantage of this mod, of this setup, is that even when I do die, none of that stuff's actually in my inventory. So I'm not gonna lose anything anyway. Like, I have an initial inventory that I bring up with me. But the rest of this is down in lockers, so I'm not gonna actually lose anything even if I die before I'm finished building. I can just work until I die. Ah, escape from reality. Wait a second. Now, hold on now. I'm supposed to be escaping reality. I'm gonna cark it. Did I remove the last one? No, I didn't. Oh, no. Oh, no. Don't let me die before I remove the one below us. I'm not going to be able to do it. No! There's just an extra hatch up there now. Oh, boo! Oh, I'm gonna have to go and fix that later, aren't I? I'm not gonna be able to do it now. You died! Okay, I want to see how much storage I've got left. There's nothing in that one. There's nothing in that one. Where did all this quartz come from? Why do I have so much quartz on me? That doesn't make any sense. There's nothing in that one. Nothing in that one. I'm gonna put my quartz. I think I've just like... I think the game's just given me a bunch of quartz for some reason. Usually when you die, you lose stuff. This time I died and it gave me like 2 lines of quartz. Okay, there's still a bit of titanium in here. Oh my god, there's still like... Yeah, this quartz I definitely didn't have before. There's still like 2 lockers full. How is there still 2 lockers worth of titanium after all of that? There's still that much left. I think I'm gonna craft some glass out of the stuff I've got in my inventory. Because I just don't need all of this. I don't want to have it on me. I actually think I'm gonna have to go back up. Because I didn't get to check how high we've been. So I don't have an ending for the YouTube video for a progress report. So I'm gonna have to go back up. And I'll remove that second entrance that we don't need. And then see how high we got. How high am I? No, officer. Hi, how are you? So this elevator is now only going to get us like halfway. I mean, it's obviously more than that, but we got a good distance. This is more unsettling this way, though, than just the stationary screen. The stationary screen was weird because you didn't know you were moving until you got there, but at least it wasn't, like, so jittery. There we go, how's that? Just one off, that's it. Oh my god, we're 1,100 up. We started this stream at like 760 or something. I'm starting to believe again. My hopes and dreams are returning. We didn't think it was going to be possible. But with the power of mods, I think we're actually going to be able to do this. Bringing it down to the single tower, and with the ability to be able to build much higher. And access storage from anywhere. This is going to be like... This is going to be a thing that's possible. And I'm like more than happy to accomplish this with the aid of mods. Because I still feel like I've achieved it. Because I'm still gathering those resources. I'm not like just creative moding it. But yeah, it's gonna actually allow us to get to where we want to go. I keep right clicking and bringing up that menu. Alright, remember to remove the hatch so we don't get random hatches in our way. I'm surprised I've got more than... I'm surprised I haven't used 2 lockers worth of resources already, because these ladders are all 2 each. And then the compartments are all 6 each. And I placed like 5 or 6 compartments and as many ladders. I don't know, it almost feels like this mod for accessing the storages is either like giving me extra resources somehow, somewhere, or it's like accessing storages that I don't own. Because I don't know, it just feels like I'm getting more resources than I actually have access to. But I think it's all above board. It's just a mod. It's not creative mode. I'm just underestimating, because we were building up with 2 towers originally, and we get like 3 high before having to grab another stack of resources, because we'd have to build the 2 towers with the ladders in between. We can't still have resources. Where is this pulling them from?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
No, not there again. Oh, stop doing that. Okay, there we go. It's fine. Not again. Not again. I think I'm just gonna have to... Oh, I missed one again. Oh, you son of a bitch. I think this will be the last one that I'll do. Oh, yeah, no, it will be the last one that I do because I just ran out of titanium. I was just about to be like, well, it seems to be endless, so I'm just gonna call it there. And then, of course, it has to do me like that. At the exact moment that I say that, it's like, no, you are out of it now. Okay, there we go. Deconstruct the hatch. And then let's go back up to the top. And let's alley-oop all the way to the bottom. Yeah, so I've got 4 quartz. How do I have 4 quartz? So, when I deconstruct, it's supposed to put the overflow into a locker. Maybe because those lockers are full, it's overflowing into my inventory? But I don't know, it feels like it's creating quartz. Alright, let's have one last look. 1,200. We are 1,200 meters in the air. When we started, I'm pretty sure we were about 750. So the stuff that we've added to speed things up has sped things up. We're over 10% of the way now. I was worried we'd never even get to 10%, but now we're actually making progress. Provided we can find like a whole bunch more titanium at the back of the Aurora, which I know there's at least a couple more inventories worth. And now that we've slimmed down to 1 tower, we can actually start making some rapid progress. But on another note, alley-oop! Oh, what? When did this get here? Well, it's gone now. Not another one? I've apparently missed a whole bunch of those. Oh, there's just like random ones sticking out of the side of the tower. Boo. Oh well. Sounds like future Isaac's problem. So do these... welcome back, Kazara. How you doing? Well, I think that one had quartz in it before, so it's taken it out of there. Miss. That one's still got its quartz. And I think maybe that one had quartz as well. So it is like... It is drawing from something. It just seems to be weird that it's ending up in my inventory. Alright. There we go. Let's save that. And that is overtime again. But I'm happy with the progress we made. 1,200 meters. Nice. And I didn't have to turn on creative mode. I just had to get a couple mods that just speed everything up. And that's another reason that I'm like fine with it, because all the mods that I've got are not like spawning stuff out of nowhere or anything. They're just removing the animations, they're just making things quicker, basically. But they're not like making something from nothing. So it means that we may actually be able to reach our goal in some sort of fashion. But it will depend on how much titanium we can get, because I still don't know if there's quite enough titanium on the map to be able to reach the goal, but we'll try. W stream. Thank you. Appreciate it. I am going to go through the schedule because it's past midnight now and I need to go to bed probably half an hour ago at least. So I'm going to go through the schedule and then I'm going to wrap up and go to bed. So tomorrow is Sunday and that is a no stream day for me. I will be chilling, playing some Warzone in the Discord, no doubt. No streaming though. Monday is our Indie Spotlight slot, which I think is going to be called... What is it called? I think it's called like Build a Bridge! Exclamation mark. Let me see. Yes, Build a Bridge! Exclamation mark. Basically looks like Polybridge. And we'll see if it's any good. Tuesday and Wednesday are the RimWorld streams. We're playing the new DLC, Odyssey. And things have stabilized a bit now. We've got loads of food. We've got a rec room, and we've got a shrine to our Lord and Savior Log. We have the brig installed. We have beautiful red carpets, so when the blood falls on the floor, nobody will know the difference. We're going to be getting extensions eventually to be able to get more crafting tables to be able to build Roombas and things like that. But it's all going okay. Thursday is a no stream day. And then Friday and Saturday is where we come back around to some more Subnautica, where we'll continue building. I was going to say the Twin Towers, but it's Twin Towers up into a point, and then it's singular spire till God. We will tickle the ballsack of God with a little finger. No, with the I don't know what's happening. Help. Bridge. I thought it was build a fridge. Yes, it's build a fridge! Exclamation mark. And then Samsung can show you ads on it. Because that's the dystopian future that we're living in. That is literally a thing that happens. You can get a smart fridge and it will play you ads. Disgusting. Anyway, that's another rant that I'm not going to get into. What's up, Isaac? Are we closing up? Yes, unfortunately it's almost midnight. I should have ended a while ago, but I was trying to empty my bottomless titanium bucket that I suddenly found myself with. And we got a pretty good way. It was pretty good. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for being here. Alright, that is what I got time for. So, thanks everyone for hanging out. I'll catch you all on Monday for the indie spotlight stream. Otherwise, next week for some more Subnautica. Bye.